This wasn't a conflict or a scandal. It was an eraser that failed to start. It began with a headline that pointing out a single warning sign in first a studio memo, then another, then finally an email marked "Don't." Then, abruptly, Blake Lively's name started disappearing from invitations from casting deck campaigns. She wasn't. She was being taken out and replaced. Methodically, subtly, and now several actresses are publicly voicing their opinions. And Margot, Kate Zania, secretly Meryl, none of them, not even Angelina Jolie, are identifying her outright, but each time they return the focus on Blake and what began as rumors in 2023 by early unquestionably in 2025, the industry didn't Blake Lively's. Cancellation blocked the door, locked it and left. But what if? If the documents we found are authentic, then this isn't merely this is a Hollywood tale about the demise of a name associated with one of the greatest thoughtfully chosen picture in contemporary celebrity culture, thus you're not able to. Hollywood has blacklisted you for no reason, became blocked when those who utilized to keep you safe halt and wait until the very finish. Because after this video is finished, you'll comprehend the reason the studios are retreating. Why no one is standing up for her being the reason Blake Lively, following years of managing every aspect of her appearance, is losing control of the one thing, at last, she is unable to spin. Blake Lively wasn't fighting for silence. Positions that she wasn't in at the time scandal, she was going too far. She was more successful in creating an image. Other actresses were working hard, navigating the press during Oscar campaigns, touring, or assuming challenging roles. Blake was honing the deception that she wasn't. She was merely promoting herself by acting. Instagram photos with a retro aesthetic. Coffee interviews with a laid-back mom who is honest run photographs that were accidentally every time a fashion deal was released, going viral. Everything was carefully chosen and managed, and it was operational. By 2021, Blake wasn't simply popular on the red carpet. No longer, she was being placed in silence. As the upcoming face of contemporary Hollywood clean, safe, and marketable femininity, but that crown was formerly owned by someone, and she wasn't prepared to part with it without a "this is the truth" about Cate Blanchett. Had collaborated with Chanel for more than she had walked in secret for 10 years. Fittings at Couture, sitting in the front row, she wore Chanel. But she was Chanel. In 2021, she made a silent, unbothered film. Agreed to a multi-year deal to front the company's Women in Film initiative, and the following section, a brief movie composed by her spouse, silently recorded 2 women. One narrative was a restraint study, Blake followed by a subtle poetic seriousness. Appeared in the Velvet Rope Daily tweet, but Cate Blanchett wasn't intended to represent Chanel's Women in Cinema brand. Why is Blake front for this spring's launch? And center. The campaign's tone changed overnight. The black disappeared, and soft pastels replaced white simplicity. Gentle branding, front and quiet music, and William Blake's luminous glam quotes. Regarding the enduring strength of femininity, Cate's name cleansed her artistic. Chanel's contributions disappeared. Blake's press kit didn't provide an explanation. She didn't have to, so she pretended to always been the industry's plan, observed the stylist circling the PR whispers types of discussions that take place behind locked doors till a deck leak occurs. Cate Blanchett remained silent. But when someone like Cate stops talking, that's the assertion, and only a reminder each removed tweet, false claim, and public relations. It takes hours to pull together a cover-up if you wish to support the continuation of this channel. To join, click the Join button. We'll continue to reveal what they refuse to. There is no need for Stray to feud, since you've established a legacy on "you don't speak, therefore there's no spectacle. You just vanish, and people realize she's the one you call the gold standard when the script is excessively intricate and complex person." So when Netflix discreetly started forming a psychological drama in the final, the type of narrative that is created to win in 2022, honors that everyone thought Meryl would. The movie was about a conflict. Journalists are neither heroes nor villains. A lady weighing the price of what she didn't say that it was hard, possessed Meryls and was morally dubious. Name linked from the beginning, the author the filmmaker, a Pulitzer Prize winner, just finished a Cannes, make their debut, and a younger second lead. The notion is protected by emotionally disturbed people, was to compare generations of old-school constraint versus the response of the new age, and the intended recipient of that second role was, at least that was the plan, Blake Lively, till the deck changed the plan, altered until the script was altered, until Blake's group abruptly intervened, the duality vanished, and the tone changed. The new screenplay was being proposed as the name of commercial raw contemporary Meryl was taken from the call sheet, and her quotations were removed from the production notes. Netflix never released an official statement. Didn't have to, as insiders were aware. What transpired in the movie, T. Daily tweeted, "Why do we act like Netflix? Campaign is prestigious only because Blake Lively was smacked on top of it. The Meryl script was written by Cine." Additionally, Agent Anon tweeted, "My was attached to that war reporter's script for more than you don't cut someone like her every year. Unless you're trying to promote a brand new narrative or someone is attempting to manage their image." Meryl did not resist. She did not leave. She just left the press, and Netflix, fearful of forgetting Blake's name. Her headlines on social media allow her to Hollywood went ahead and made their decision. Observed that the movie was eventually put on hold. Silently, without making any announcements or running any campaigns, just gone. But in all the rooms that were important, people saw that Blake wasn't just taking. She played the part throughout the whole movie. 1 month following the walk from the Netflix, Meryl Streep made an appearance at the cinema ethics panel was meant to be regarding the responsibility of storytelling, the distinction between reality and fiction, and for she remained calm and silent for the most part. Diplomatic pause till someone inquired, "Have you ever left a situation? Project due to the way it evolved?" She paused, inhaled deeply, and then responded, "Some tales should be conveyed using integrity as well. As when that integrity is compromised, sometimes the only choice is to take a step back." There was no follow-up. For further information, take a glass of water and quiet. Yet the internet heard everything in a matter of hours. The quotation was everywhere, and nobody was speculating. She was referring to someone who had previously. "Can we talk about?" asked a real Indian. Meryl's recent confirmation that she was. The statement regarding impaired integrity was, for Blake, she spoke from the bottom of her heart. That phrase subtly turned into a warning, not to only about narrative, but also about visuals control, because individuals were ultimately understanding. That Blake Lively wasn't simply pilfering scenes that she was rewriting. Robbie didn't only play the lead role in Barbie, fought for it and built it. After all of the major studios had passed, she pitched it, made it, and kept it safe. Spent almost 3 years living it, and when it ultimately made available in July 2023 wasn't merely a success, it was a Barbie's cultural reset, wasn't merely a Blake and Margot's crown were included in the film. Lively desired not to be in the movie, not even in the background are the credits. She desired in the story, but Margot was wearing heels and working 14-hour press days. Bubblegum pink was what Blake was posting. Editorials with Barbie hashtags quoting Greta, who dresses in Margot's. Precise silhouettes in a matter of weeks prior to the premiere, followed by the Warner Brothers claims that Whispering Blake's group had subtly made a pitch. A parallel luxury fashion line with a Barbie motif dump, no movie contract, no teamwork, simply pink goods. The tactic takes over the algorithm inject is dominated by trends. Blake enters the press surge surrounding Barbie without permission. Cinemail stated that an insider at WB claims that Blake complete Barbie core was presented by Lively's team. Apart from Margot's role, the fashion drop a week later, not a collaboration, a takeover, Blake Lively appeared in a high-fashion Palm Springs editorial in a pink Versace gown, virtually comparable set design for a photo session. The caption for Barbie's dream house: "In their own way, every woman is a Barbie." Method: it only took that side by side. Comparisons spread like wildfire on Twitter. Blake's appearance contrasted with Margot's references that weren't press day. Clones subtle, they were pixel-matched. And still Margot remained silent until London at the Barbie movie's European premiere. A reporter inquired, "Were you shocked to observe Blake Lively become a part of the Barbie core wave?" Margot smiled, paused, then said, "I believe it's fantastic when ladies offer support. Women, provided that it isn't a performance." Quotes from the red carpet Frozen film stated, "I find it amazing when ladies encourage women while it's not performative." London's Margot Robbie. Barbie's debut was a low-key affair. Tags, just a friendly reminder that some women don't have to argue loudly, since and for them, the internet does it. Blake, the quiet that ensued was, there was no need for Robbie to deafen Margot.